Most of us recycle our empty glass bottles and jars. When we recycle these and they become new items, we use less energy compared to using new, raw or virgin materials, and this reduces our carbon emissions, which helps prevent climate change. All councils in Wales collect glass bottles and jars either in a container just for your glass or mixed with other recyclable materials such as your cardboard, paper, cans and tins and plastic. Most of us recycle our glass using this service. Once collected, glass bottles and jars are separated from other materials if necessary. Non-glass items are removed using magnets and air suction. The glass is then colour sorted by lasers and crushed into small pieces called cullet. The cullet is melted in a furnace at over 1,500 degrees Celsius, and key ingredients such as sodium carbonate, calcium hydroxide and aluminium hydroxide are added. If the cullet is going to be used to produce heat-resistant glass, for items like bakeware, boron is also added. And there's a range of chemicals added to create coloured glass like blue, brown and green glass. The liquid glass is then divided into gobs, which are then blown or pressed to create new bottles and jars or other glass items. Some of the glass bottles collected and recycled are also used to create fiberglass, a sustainable insulation for lofts, roofs and walls. A recycling fact. Because glass is such a great material, it can be recycled again and again without losing any of its quality. This means that if we don't recycle all our bottles and jars, their potential is lost forever. Remember, all your glass bottles and jars can be recycled, whatever colour, shape or size. This includes glass beer, wine and soft drinks bottles, glass jars such as those used for baby food and sauces, and non-food and drink glass bottles and jars, such as those used for perfume, aftershave and face creams. Just make sure they're empty and give them a quick rinse before putting them in your recycling container. If your glass bottles and jars have metal caps or lids, you can place these back onto the items as they'll be removed and recycled as part of the recycling process. This reduces the chance of them getting lost when the items are being sorted. Most of these metal caps and lids are then passed on to be recycled with metals, like cans and tins. You can also leave any labels on your glass bottles and jars before putting them in your container to be recycled. Please don't place any of the following in your recycling container for glass bottles and jars: ceramics or china, drinking glasses, flat glass such as window panes, mirrors, light bulbs, glass cookware such as Pyrex, microwave plates, vases, nail varnish bottles or broken glass. Most of these types of glass don't melt at the same temperature as bottles and jars, and therefore can't be recycled together. If they enter the glass recycling process, it can mean all the glass collected could be rejected for recycling. If you need to get rid of these items, please either wrap them safely in an old newspaper or kitchen roll, or double bag them to ensure crews aren't harmed when collecting them. Then place them in your bag or bin for non-recyclable waste. Or take these items to your local household waste recycling centre to be recycled. If you need to, find out when you should put out your glass bottles and jars to be collected, or order a new recycling container, visit your local council's website. Thank you for continuing to do the right thing and for doing your bit for the environment by recycling your glass bottles and jars. For more information about what you can and can't recycle where you live, visit walesrecycles.org.uk or your local council's website.